Hey YouTube, I hope you're all having a beautiful day. Now, firstly, if you're not feeling good enough, stick on this video and make sure you watch the very end. If you haven't hit subscribe and hit the notifications bell, then do that before you carry on watching the rest of the video. Now, let me just acknowledge the suitcase behind me. I am packing to go away on a five-day training course, a 5-day speaker training course with Eric Ho. Hence why there is stuff everywhere. But I wanted to jump on and just kind of talk a little bit about not feeling good enough. Not feeling good enough is something that I think we've all experienced at some point in our life. It's one of the problems or the unhelpful beliefs that I come across most with clients and people that I work with. And it's something that at the moment society kind of allows us to feel, it kind of conditions us to feel, because we live in this social media world where everyone is posting on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, on YouTube, on Snapchat, whatever it is, and they make their lives look amazing. And you know what? I love social media. I think it's a brilliant platform. It's a great place to spread a message. But I also feel that for those of you people who maybe aren't in the best frame of mind or aren't feeling 100%, you can go on there and you think, well, I feel shit, but look at all these people having the best time. Look at all these. Why can't my life be like these people? You know, why can't I have this and I have that? Well, firstly, I suppose it's a reminder that everyone knows, but you know, a social media face is very different to the reality. Okay. And I like to be honest on this channel. And if ever I am not feeling 100%, I'll state it. And, you know, feeling 100% isn't, it depends what your kind of perception of feeling 100% is. For me, feeling 100% is just being at peace and at one. And it's not necessarily super ecstatic, and it's not obviously necessarily the other side of the spectrum as well. It's kind of down the middle, and that's what I strive for. And that's something that I am on my journey. I'm not a fan of extremes when it comes to mood. Because I think, you know, I talk about it a lot, but with the pendulum, if we swing so far one way, we've got to go back the other. And I think it's all about reaching that middle ground. And that's what I strive for. And of course, also we always do this. This is kind of normal, but it's the strive for that middle ground. That's something that I have to check myself with and keep myself focused on. But what to do if you're not feeling good enough, if it's something that you're experiencing? Firstly, have a look at your surroundings. You know, who do you spend your time with? Who are the 5 people you spend the most time with? And do they encourage you? Do they push you? Do they push you out of your comfort zone? Do they make you feel loved and supported and cared for? Or do they do the latter? You know, do they hold you back? Do they make you feel sometimes, even though obviously it's your perception of what they're saying, but do they sometimes say things you wish they wouldn't? Are they not particularly supportive of your journey? You know, where are you on that spectrum with the people that you surround yourself with? So if that's the case, change your surroundings. And if it's someone that you live with, well, limit your time with them if you can, speak to them if you can, or just be very, very aware of the time you spend with them, you know, and be very aware that whatever their actions are, they don't necessarily affect you. It's only your perception of that. But I understand, you know, if you're surrounded by people who are incredibly negative, or perhaps just have a different standard when it comes to positivity than you do, I understand that sometimes that is a journey that we all need to go on, and it is something that we must all overcome. So be mindful of the people you spend your time with. Be mindful of what your social media is full of. If it's full of people who are sharing, maybe they are sharing negative stuff, maybe they are complaining, maybe they're sharing lots of news stories and political stories, and maybe you're reading lots of news and surrounding yourself with lots of news, or surrounding yourself by like is your Instagram, I was guilty of this, if you're looking to lose weight, is your Instagram full of people with abs? Is that what you're full of? Is that what your Instagram feed or your Facebook feed is full of? Because I can guarantee you'll see that, and then you'll look in the mirror and it's not the same. And that's not to say that you're any less or more beautiful than that 6-pack ab, but 6-pack potentially might not be real abs, it might be Photoshop. So be aware of that. Aware of what you're spending your time around. And also be aware of the beliefs. You know, where are your beliefs kind of slipping in, whether it's in your work life, in your social life, in your personal life? Where do you feel that you're not good enough? Do you put other people first all the time? Are you a bit of a martyr? Do you kind of slip into victim mode a little bit? Like, why me? It's always me. Like, do you put yourself at the back of the queue all the time? And there's being polite and there's being a beautiful human, that's lovely. But also the better person you are for yourself, the better person you are going to be for other people. So, you know, if you're surrounding yourself in situations where you do feel like you're always at the back of the queue, where you do feel like you're a bit of a martyr and you're like, oh, you go, I'll stay, blah, blah, blah. If that's the mind frame that you're in, get out of it. Fucking stop it. Like, no sympathy there. Like, stop it. I understand. Like, I'm a recovering people pleaser. I understand. But that's your choice. You can choose to come out of that, and you can choose to have a different mindset and a different frame of mind when it comes to that. And finally, when it comes to not feeling good enough, spend some time loving yourself. I know it sounds cliche. I know people say it and they're like, oh, you love yourself. And I understand. But actually, really spend some time and look at what you love about yourself, because there will be something. If that mind pops in saying, oh, there's nothing, that's a thought. Like, let that go. There'll be something. Look in the mirror. Okay? I need my hair cutting, but at the moment, I quite like how this is sweeping. I quite like the colour of this jumper. Just find something to love about yourself, even if it's something small, even if it's the fact that you can just breathe. And then finally, I've always said finally, but extra step, why not? Come back to gratitude. What can you be grateful for? Because you might not feel good enough in your own perception and model of the world, but there'll be something to be grateful for. And there'll be somebody who would love your life. And that's not to say, oh, your problems are nothing compared to this person. That's not that. So if you slip into that mindset, that's the victim mode, get out of that. I don't mean that. I mean, come to gratitude, because there will be something in your life you can choose to be grateful for, whether that is the fact that you can breathe, whether that is the fact that it's sunny, whether that is the fact that you share your home with your family, whether that is the fact that you get lots of chill. There'll be loads of things you can be grateful for if you really look and you're really honest about yourself and the things in life. So I hope that helps. That you all have a beautiful day. Remember, hit subscribe and hit that notifications bell, and have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. Take care. Lots of love. Bye.